Welcome to this CapCut for Beginners tutorial. In this video, I will show you how you export your timeline into a final video that you can use on social media. This edit is probably not going to make it anywhere other than in this video, but this is basically the principle that I'm using when I'm editing my videos, is that I'm mixing and matching like this, adding a few transitions, doing some overlays on top of a talking part. So the only thing that I would have done different if it has been one of the videos that I normally publish on the channel, I would have used a lot more overlay on the talking part. So it's not just me that is standing talking to the camera. So I would use some B-roll, which is the non-talking part, and added that on top of this, just to emphasize what it is that I'm saying. Apart from that, this is basically how I edit the videos that I publish here on the channel. And now you can do that too. Not publish it on my channel. I'll just show you how you get the video out, and you do that by pressing export up here. And then you will have this window. And in here you can rename the project if you haven't done that before. You have a chance to do that now. You can select where you want to put the final video. You can select the resolution that you want to use for the render. You can select the bitrate. You can use recommended, you can use high, you can use low. If you use a high bitrate, you will have a larger file size, but you would also have a better quality video. And if that's not a problem, I would always choose higher. You have the codecs that are available. You have ones here. If you select some of these Apple ProRes 420, then you would see the file size that will increase by a factor 10. So using this efficient compression space saving HEVC, or what is called HEVC, that is probably going to do it for most of the stuff that we are doing for social media. H.264, that was the old format. If I select that one, you can see it's not updating here. It's actually the same file size, but that I would have expected that would create a much larger file. At least that was the reason why this new efficient compression saving space format was introduced. We just keep it like that. We keep it in MOV. We keep the frame rate at 30 FPS, and that's basically it. So if I press export now, it will try and convince me if I should do something like your video is saved to your desktop or laptop and you can share it now. I don't think that it will do it that fast. But right now it's trying to convince me that I should share the video directly on TikTok and YouTube. And if I just press cancel here and do it again, it does that sometimes. So if I skip that part, so you see this is what the render would look like. I think what we would see, we'll just check that when it's done rendering the video, that there will be two samples there right now. So what it's actually doing is that it's rendering in the background, and then it offers you the chance to share the video directly to YouTube or TikTok. And this is also why I think the audio track or the music track that's being offered inside the platform, that is actually cleared copyright-wise for TikTok and YouTube, but it's not necessarily cleared for Facebook. You can see it says right now that the duration of the video is 31 seconds. It's 122 megabyte in size. So now we can open the folder. You see, yeah, that was... Let's just do it like a list. Oh, view here, list. So we have the two videos that we just created. So we just replay it here. All of that is super nice. The problem is that... So once I've done with my editing, I can simply just go to the menu up here, and then I can say back to the home page. Then the editor will close down, and you will get back to this starting window where we created the project, and you can see that the project is stored here in the front, so you can continue editing it later if you decide to do so. The lesson that you just watched is part of a full tutorial that covers end-to-end the workflow from you importing the footage, exporting it into a final video. If you want to watch the full tutorial in one go, you can access it through this card. Or you can watch the individual topics through the playlist below. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then feel free to give a like. If you didn't like it, feel free to press the dislike button twice. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next one.